Let's see. Which one should we do? Let's do this one for now. Oh, man. Maybe not. Let's do this one. Okay.
Yeah, we're all too ugly for that.
Oh, man. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to an impromptu Monsters with Attitude live stream. We are going to be talking about our impressions and our experience of this last weekend for G-Fest. It was a roller coaster of emotions, honestly, for me personally. But that's nor here nor there. But it was a lot of fun. And of course, Michael dropping in and out. Michael might be in and out just because of weather in his area. So he hopefully he can stay on long enough to give his impressions and stuff like that.
I will stay on as long as Joe doesn't offend me.
Oh, well, yeah. You won't be on long, bud.
Oh, you're right.
And of course, one of our special guests with us is Joe Myers, married to Kaiju. Thank you for being on with us, buddy.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Looking forward.
And we do have a couple other people coming on. Adrian will be on. Hopefully, he's just getting done with work and stuff like that. And then we are also going to have another special guest, Elijah, who is part of Kaiju Ramen. Also, he will be on here as well, and he is running a little late. So we'll just kind of banter and talk or whatever while those guys kind of pile in and stuff like that. But before we start, I just want to go to the chat and see who's here watching us on our impromptu Monsters with Attitudes. Oscar, of course.
Oscar!
What's going on, buddy? Let's see. Facebook user, what's going on?
You got another special guest.
Gonzalo, what's going on? 788. Hey, perfect, man.
Onyx!
Onyx, yeah.
The official Kaiju dog of Mary.
What's going on, buddy?
Helmy, good to see you over the weekend.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Adam, what's going on, buddy?
Adam,
good to see you too.
It was good. Adam. It was good to have a drink with you over the weekend.
Lots of drinks.
Or 2, or 3. Or
yeah,
just
man.
Or just a whole bottle of rum because I stole Adam's bottle of rum and just took it.
Yeah, dude, Helmy. Everybody says that when they first meet me because they don't actually really know how tall I am until you actually meet me. So
freaking Jolly Green Giant.
Because you just see my top half here, so you don't know how tall I am. So
from the island of
fellas, what's going on? Facebook user Oscar, what's going on, man? Malik Watson, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Charles, what's going on, buddy?
Adam, thanks for the Kaiju drinks at G-Fest.
Right? He was a trooper, so
he was.
He made all those delicious drinks.
Thanks for
Jordan, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, we got
Jordan.
What's going on?
We'll be talking about Jordan a little bit later.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's up, Michelle? What's going on? But yeah, so
Michelle's there too. Yeah, hi, Michelle.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining our little live stream here. So who would like to go first and talk about G-Fest a little bit?
I'll go first since it was my first G-Fest. Since it was my very first G-Fest. So I've never been to G-Fest until this year, as I said. And I was going to go last year, but I ended up backing out just because money was a little tighter than normal. So I ended up backing out, and I had FOMO the whole time. So I said, you know what? Damn it, I'm going to be at G-Fest come hell or high water this year. So I ended up going, and I'm going to be honest with you. You asked me this question the other day. I think it was you, Eric, or maybe Joe. You asked me which one I liked more, AMA or G-Fest. Hands down, no question, G-Fest. Hands
Yeah.
But for my first ever G-Fest, some would argue who shall remain nameless. I'm not talking about you, Elijah, would argue that I did not, quote, get the full G-Fest experience, but I got my G-Fest experience, and I got to see my people and my friends and all those and do all the things that I wanted to do, even if it was just hang out in the lobby and talk to people. and not go to karaoke. Yeah. So I had my G-Fest experience. I had a good time. It was just good to see everybody. Like I told you guys personally on Sunday, on Sunday day, and then I said it during the cam stream on Saturday, that it was just really nice just to be able to put faces to names, like physical 3D faces to names, or 4D, however you want to say it, to names. So I had a good time.
And of course, joining us, fashionably late, but he is here, Elijah Thomas from Kaiju Ramen. What's going on, buddy?
I don't know.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Elijah?
Hey,
One of my favorite people that I got to meet face.
I was going to say, Elijah was kind of absorbed into our group this past weekend and everything. And he was fun to hang out with. He was good shit. He was a good sport about everything. So yeah, it was good to hang out with you, buddy. Elijah,
Jordan, and Michelle were the 3 new people that I met this year that were like the best. I'm like legitimately so happy that like we got to hang out and actually meet and talk and laugh and put you guys through hell. And I can't wait for next year.
Literally.
That says a lot, because Joe is pretty hard to please. So I mean, if you please him, you're on good ground. So
yeah,
I thought it was if you made Carrie happy, you were on good ground. Like Joe
that might be the next level. Yeah,
the only person that's harder to please than me is Carrie. Because Carrie and I are like literally identical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except Carrie's meaner is all.
Oh, she's a pit bull.
I warned you.
I don't know if she can hear me. I hope she can hear me.
No, she can't. She can't.
Well, damn.
But Joe or Elijah, would you guys like to describe your experience at G-Fest this year?
I'm gonna cut you off, Elijah. I'm gonna go first because I think I might have to run and take my dog out real quick. Head out of the way. Loved G-Fest. This is my 21st one. Would have been 23, but obviously the 2 that were closed because of the vid. So it gets better every year. Honestly, I mean, I used to go when I was a kid with my dad, and I started going by myself. Random friends may have went with me, but most of the time it was just me going up and, slowly expanding my friend base. And as awesome as it is to meet the guests, which it is awesome to do, and as awesome as it is to buy the collectibles, which it is awesome, the true experience that I enjoy most of everything is the friends that I've made, all of you guys. And like, it's not just friendships at G-Fest anymore. It's friendships that have carried over. And, we all talk every day, and it's, and it's,
what's up, Thomas?
Hey, Thomas. And that's the G-Fest experience to me, is the friends and the camaraderie of what Godzilla, can bring us all together. But yeah, I'll go into more detail later, but that's just my experience.
All right, Elijah, what you got?
So I don't know how I can follow up on that. That one's pretty good. Well, I had a good time. This was my first year going solo, actually. So that kind of I could relate to you there, Joe. Like, this was my first G-Fest by myself. Going out to Chicago, having a blast. Thankfully, AMA kind of taught me how to do that, so I wasn't as stressed out. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was very busy. There's a few things that I do, like a Chicago tradition, that I didn't get to, but I was just so busy, and I'm not, I didn't get to do them, but I got to replace them with a lot of other stuff. Well, you guys said when you were introducing me, the feeling's mutual. I'm so happy that I got to see you guys and meet you guys, and No, it was a great time. I wouldn't take it back for anything. It was a very very good G Fest. Probably last year was hard to beat. Last year there was a lot of emotions, a lot of tears shed. Um, Getting to meet everybody for the first time that I had known for a long time on the internet. But this is like right up there with that one. A lot of new friends. Finally got to Michael finally got to go to G Fest, which was awesome, and we could see the insanity that would be Michael, Nathan, and I all together in one spot. And I loved seeing Michael almost die. That was
Wow, wow, sir. Wow, you the littlest gatekeeper.
What it was funny because I was dying a little bit. I mean, I was taking it like a champ, and then over there, you're just like your
literal
soul
like
leaving
that
your
face.
body.
Yeah. Yeah.
The panic just sort of washes over you, and you're like, oh crap. We'll get there. But I remember Elijah, when we first got there on Thursday, and it wasn't too long after we arrived and we checked in, and I immediately went upstairs to go meet up with you, Eric, and Joe, and I took Elijah with me, and I just remember the look on Elijah's face when we walked into the room and everyone was just giving each other crap, and Elijah's face just gets like this. He's like, I don't know how to react.
No,
Just
I was
talk-
like, I don't know these people, but I'm just we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna
Yep.
see how quickly everybody kicks me out, but nobody kicked me out, and eventually it was just kind of like, okay, we're here, we're chill.
I do have to say something though, Eric. You're a dirty flippin' liar, and I hate you. Would you care to explain why you're a dirty flippin' liar?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever. Kiss my butt. I can't curse. I can't curse on the show.
Oh god. Yeah, it was just like I was saying before, like it was a mix of emotions for me. It was a roller coaster. I was talking to Carrie, my girlfriend, when we got home. I was like, I think we displayed every kind of emotion you could display this weekend, from the good to the bad. It was pretty crazy. It started off really rough, really rocky. I don't know if anybody knows. I'll go a little story where I had car troubles actually going to G Fest. I barely made it there. I had to drop a lot of money even before I got to G Fest, which almost ruined my whole trip. But luckily, I was able to salvage it and was still able to attend. Well, I played a prank on Michael and Adrian once he comes on, that I wasn't going to show up. I told them that I was leaving, and it wasn't worth me being there because I had dropped a bunch of money on fixing my car. And when Elijah and Michael came up to Joe's room, I was out on the balcony, waiting, hiding, and stuff like that, and we kind of jumped out at him. And yeah, his face was priceless because he said he kind of had an idea, but at the same time, maybe not. But
Well,
I did it good enough where he didn't know I was actually there.
I came down. I got there, and Adrian was the first person that saw me. Like, Adrian was the first person to greet me at the top of the stairs near the elevators. And I hugged Adrian until talked to him for a minute. And I said, is Adrian? Is Eric screwing with us? Is he really not here? He's like, no, he's not. He's really not here. He's really not here. It's like, well, okay. Well, I guess let's go up and see Joe. Now, I will say, Joe, you should have not had the curtains closed all the way. That was sort of a giveaway. I was like, okay, that's weird that the curtains. It's weird that the curtains are so closed here, but I guess okay, whatever.
I didn't want any sun damage on my figures that I bought.
That's true. But ultimately, I was very happy to see you, Eric. I had a sneaky feeling you were trying to prank, but I wasn't sure. It was good. It was good. And tell Carrie she's an incredible actress. So
You know what's amazing about this G Fest is that each of us had, and I'm not gonna specify for any of us, but each of us had a pretty hefty negative thing happen to us either during the convention or right before the convention that could have ruined the weekend. And being with friends, it made. I don't feel like it negatively impacted the time we all had. Maybe a little bit to certain extents, but it was still a phenomenal weekend, even though almost all of us had pretty significant negative things happen to us. Like I said, either right before the start of the convention or within the first day or two of the convention.
I didn't. I mean, I had, I was stressed out. Like there was a situation that popped up that was beyond my control, and that I was really stressed out about it. But you know what? It really didn't ruin my experience. At least I tried not to let it ruin my experience, and then having you guys there, really helped too, just to kind of as a distraction, we'll say, from that. So all things considered, I think I had a pretty good experience at G Fest for my first time. I just know that next year when I go back in 2024, especially with being Godzilla's 70th birthday, I think that I'm going to have an even better time, minus hopefully, knock on wood, some of the same issues that I dealt with this weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully none of us have to deal with any of the issues that we've dealt with.
It's like
it's
almost like the universe was trying to keep us all from going to G Fest.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I think just because of everybody around us and stuff like that, kind of, we pulled each other together. We lifted each other up and everything, and just kind of, gritted our teeth and got through it. And it definitely didn't let us not enjoy the weekend. We really, I think, all enjoyed ourselves and stuff like that. And just, all that stuff was on the back burner after, meeting each other and hanging out with each other the whole time and stuff. So it definitely lifted my spirits after my debacle and stuff like that. So, but yeah. And Adrian is here. Welcome, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Adrian!
The stick has to be fulfilled. There we go.
Oh, good. So yeah, we were just talking about kind of your first impressions on your first G Fest. So
my first impression, honestly, was more than I imagined. To be honestly, it definitely blew my expectations out of the water. To be completely honest, and I understand the magic more. Honestly, I really do. I was always excited, ready to go to G Fest. Like even when I first heard about it, but actually being and experiencing it was just completely different than what I imagined it being for all the correct reasons. Well, of course, waiting. I didn't know I was going to wait in line every day at G Fest. That was definitely something I wasn't expecting, but it made it worth it because I did get quite a few things. I met so many awesome people, especially Helmy. Me and Helmy shared a room together. That was awesome. Of course, I finally got to meet Elijah. Elijah's pretty awesome himself, so that was great to hang out with Elijah for a bit. And of course, I got to hang out with my boys, and it was beautiful. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We met a lot of people that we've interacted with a lot of these guys.
Hey, Marcellus,
what's going on, buddy?
Marcellus.
See, I'm glad Marcellus is here because I was getting ready to say we've interacted with all these guys over the last year and a half, whatever, and we've gotten to know each other through like groups and our common interests, and Marcellus being one of them. And let me just say, like, if you ever get a chance to meet Marcellus, do it in person, because he's he's something else. How would you say it, Adrian? He's just stupid. Like that's just Marcellus is. I don't know if don't know if I should really say what I think I want to say about Marcellus on this stream, especially if he's listening, especially if his wife is listening.
Let's just say he has good energy. He's very positive. He's super funny, but he's also mischievous in that aspect where he likes to pull some stuff. But he is, oh man, he is one of the best guys I've ever met at G Fest and just online and stuff like that. And then meeting him in person for the first time last year was it was an absolute pleasure. And now going forward, I can't wait to see him every time at a convention or anywhere. So
I was just gonna say Marcellus is a damn cheater, but
well, I mean, there's truth behind that, so we can't argue with you on that, Michael.
What's going on, Aaron?
Oh, did y'all talk about Helmy making everybody cry at the camp show yet?
No, not yet.
yeah, and then that Helmy, come on, like you made everybody like Helmy gets up there and gives this super heartfelt speech about getting to meet all the people in person and having an actual community to interact with and just hang out with, and it was super emotional, and I don't think there was a dry eye really in the conference room.
I think we can all relate to it though. I mean, it's
exactly.
So I've heard of this legendary Helmy individual, but I never got the pleasure to meet Helmy in person. So next year, if you go, I would very much like to meet you. I think I was probably behind the booth or something. Excuse me. Every time you guys must have been with him because I never actually got to meet him, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I won't hold it too personal.
Well, if anybody doesn't know, Joe is part of Beast of the East, a vendor at G Fest. I had the pleasure of helping them this year, which was really fun. That was my first time vending and stuff like that, and I thought it was gonna be really stressful. I was
enter hall early, Eric. It's all it was. It was only so you could get into the
vendor. Hey, exactly. I still helped. I helped. I put everything I had into that. I wasn't gonna just skim by like some people.
Kindness of my heart, Eric. You got in there for.
You guys were just bored.
I mean, there's some truth to that.
Yeah. This week.
There's a little bit of truth to that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, Helmy wants to meet you too, Joe.
Oh, I look forward to it, buddy. I do. Next year. Which, if I could say, if there's anybody that stopped by Beast of the East, thank you guys so much for all the support. It was amazing. Last year, I think we set a record, and this year we were damn close to it. And truthfully, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys so much.
Yep, absolutely. So we could go around and just say, we'll do like, what's your favorite
Did you see what Leslie said?
Oh God. To shut the hell up. Oh my crap. Thanks.
Leslie and his wife are another I got to meet, I believe for the first time actually, like have a conversation with. I think Leslie and I have met in passing before, but it wasn't like anything, worthwhile. And it was great to actually be able to sit and talk with everybody, So hi, Leslie. It was great to actually have a conversation with you and your wife.
Yes. Yeah. So it was a great weekend overall. But what are some of your guys' favorite moments that happened this past weekend?
Oof. Don Fry meeting my wife.
Oh God!
Please elaborate on that, Joe.
Well, I mean, it's called Monsters with Attitude. So if you have kids, turn it off for 30 seconds. So we're waiting in line, and Don shows up, and I go up there, and I'm like, "Hey, Don, I'm a big fan. Even before you were in a Godzilla movie, I followed your, fighting career, or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And Talked for a second. I was like, "This is my wife, Melissa," and he looks at her. He goes, "God damn, boy, how do you say it, Eric?" He goes, "How'd you?"
No, you married up.
Oh yeah. He goes, "God damn, boy, you sure as fuck married up with this one, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And everybody's like, "Hi, sweetheart, I'm Don. Nice to meet you." Tips his hat. Nice to meet you. Just typical Don Fry fashion. But yeah, that was funny. We were laughing. He's great. He's a man. He's a man's man. His handshake is like a cinder block. But yeah, no, he's hilarious. That was a highlight, obviously. And then meeting Yumiko, that was fantastic.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and obviously hanging out with all the friends, all that gushy stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, meeting Yumiko, Dawn, TJ Storm,
TJ, he was so awesome.
TJ,
TJ.
awesome. Like TJ was like, and it's I was telling, I think I told you, Elijah, it's a blessing and a curse, or maybe it was Adrian. One of y'all was with me. I said it's a blessing and a curse because TJ, and I feel like you don't get this a lot with celebrities. Like they really, TJ really took the time to interact and make every conversation special.
He definitely took his time.
Yeah.
He definitely took his time.
Yeah. We'll
We'll get to
I
that.
know Elijah has thoughts on TJ Storm. But no, I was very, it was my first time meeting TJ. Very impressed by him. Super nice guy. Very communicative. Like he just talked, like he just wanted to talk to people. Super fun to be around. Dawn was, Dawn. And Yumiko, a sweetheart, of course, to meet. I'm very happy to meet her. Linda Miller was always very sweet to talk to. She's just a lovely woman. So, like, all the guests were phenomenal. I had no complaints about the guests at all. And then we had actually a surprise guest show up. The director for Ultraman Blazar showed up.
Yeah, Taguchi. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is escaping me. Sorry. But he showed up on Sunday for a one-day event, a surprise autograph signing, and that was really cool of him and the people at G-Fest to organize. So, but I would say if Jordan is still watching, one of my favorite, funniest moments of that whole was, and I don't want to get into detail too much, but it was definitely the walk to the food court. When we were gonna go, Eric and Joe and Adrian and I we were all sick of pizza at that point. We'd had Giordano's almost like every night at that point.
Well, some of us more than others.
Well, we're not getting that. But we decided to go to the food court at the mall, close to the hotel. And prior to that, we did a little thing called the One Chip Challenge, which I think is going to become now a G-Fest tradition. Someone new has to do the One Chip Challenge. I did it, and I almost died. The guys sincerely thought I was going into like anaphylactic shock or something, because I was like, I had the look of, oh no, like what the hell did I just do on my face?
My wife has the moment the panic set in on Michael's face, the pictures and everything on her phone, and it will be shared one day.
Absolutely.
One day when we're all famous and we want to embarrass each other, that'll be the moment. You're gonna see me throw up in a trash can in a conference room. I was so sick of that stupid chip. But
thank God we had a nurse there.
But Jordan, the realest Goji fan, if you know him by his handle, he decided he wanted to do the challenge as well, and he hung in there. I think he did better than me. But him and I were on par with each other. But he took it a little bit better than me. I blame it on his Cuban heritage. But the real problem starts setting in when we're walking to the mall, and
Mhm.
all I see, I look behind us, and Jordan is just doubled over because his stomach is hurting, and we gotta find him a bathroom like ASAP. So that's all. Without getting too gross, that's all I'll say about that. But he desperately needed a bathroom.
And then Ubered the 3 blocks back to the hotel because he couldn't walk. Which, if I would have known it was that far, I would have split the Uber with you, Jordan, because that was the worst walk ever.
Oh my god, so dramatic, Joe.
Yeah. He accidentally actually took himself off. Oh gosh. Can't hear you, buddy.
No, we can't hear you, Michael.
Yeah.
The storm.
Anyways, so what they're talking about is Michael, Jordan, and Elijah were brave enough to do the 1 chip challenge. I had 3 chips with me that I had been wanting to do or have somebody do them for a while, and I kind of wanted to make it a special occasion, and I brought them just to see if anybody would do them. And these 3 were brave enough to do them. And it was the funniest thing / scary thing I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, no joke, Elijah, you took that like the champest of champs, dude. Like you took it like nothing was affecting you, and you're just like, this is nothing. This is nothing to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So big props to you, buddy.
Yeah, but now Eric and I are stuck doing a challenge next year. Jordan and Michelle are bringing something called the pregnancy stimulator or simulator or something like that.
Yeah.
And Eric and I have to do that next year.
So bad, I'm doing it with y'all.
Yeah, you
Okay,
yeah, you are.
We're gonna put money or an item
Yeah.
from the dealer room down as for the winner of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, then you guys don't want me a part of that because I'll win.
Yeah, if that chip didn't affect you, I don't know if this will even affect you. Good
No,
lord.
I say we make it a bet. I say we either put money or something from the dealer's room down as the prize. Whoever makes it through.
If someone beats me, I'll give up my knots.
Well, I'm just gonna pass
I'm
out
kidding.
the pain.
I'm
I don't
kidding.
care.
I'm kidding.
Pass out the pain. I don't care. Just. Oh my god. But Adrian, what was one of your favorite moments?
That's honestly really hard. But
Yeah.
I think the way to see Yumiko was absolutely worth it. So I may have to say that because he was just super sweet, and I don't know. And I usually don't get starstruck, but for some reason seeing her was different. Or like, why am I so nervous? Even in my picture I posted, I look nervous, and I'm mad that it drove me insane. That made me so nervous. But it was also meeting her. TJ Storm was awesome, as y'all already stated, and the countdown to going to the dealer's room was epic. That was awesome. So probably between those 3, I'll cheat. Those 3 are my favorite moments probably.
Where were you in line for the dealer room?
I wasn't right in the front, but I got right in, honestly. I think I was like 15th back.
And how early did you get there?
6:30.
6:30, and the doors open at 10.
Yep.
Okay. So just a little teaser for everybody who hasn't been there and how early you want to get in. Earlier the better, I guess.
Yep. I just wasn't gonna fight that crowd. I got down there too late, and the line was already up to the Starbucks, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna fight this. I'm not gonna fight this line.
Yes, we all know Helmy has a particular taste for tall women with red hair. So.
Yep.
Oh my god, Elijah, what was one of your favorites or a couple favorites?
Oh, okay. That's difficult. That's difficult. Well, now I'm like trying to think of all the moments.
Right. There's a lot of them.
Well, I don't have any good memories with TJ Storm. I'll tell you that much. Ooh, that's actually okay. So this comes attached with a thing. It's not something I bought, but it's a thing. Can I grab it real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, it was
quick.
quick.
I have a lot of stuff back here, and I have some stuff here. So I run a Discord server, and one of my Discord server members, his name's Luis. He's an artist, and when I say he's an artist, he's an actual artist. So he messaged me, was like, "Yo, can I make you an art piece?" And he was like, "Whatever you want." And I said, "I'd love that, but whatever you want to make." So I'm like, okay, let's see what he does. It's probably going to be like this tiny, like sticky note drawing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Surely he doesn't have the time to like do something. So he was like, I got it done. Where you at? It was right after the costume contest. So I waited for him. And like, I told him like, hide it. I don't want to see what it is. I want to like be surprised with it. So he did it. He came up, he had a piece of paper on top of it. And he gave it to me, and I made it a huge dramatic thing to like see this artwork. And it was honestly like one of the coolest things ever. I was like, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked by this. So what he did is he did the Godzilla -1, and this thing is like super detailed.
Good.
Like,
That's nasty.
That's awesome.
and he said he did it in like an hour, which was the weirdest part.
What?
Like this was an hour's worth of work.
What?
Yeah. I was like, there's no way that somebody, let's see, can I get close here? Let's see.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, and I saw this personally, and the details
That's
are
nice.
crazy.
Like that's comic book like quality.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have maybe it might be an artist alley someday for the magazine.
I know
Absolutely.
I know I've sent you his contact info, Michael, but yeah, no, this is that's probably top. Honestly, I couldn't narrow down a single moment hanging out with all you guys, but that's up there. Because all of that was just equally as awesome as like anything else. There was a split second that I thought would take the cake, but TJ Storm ruined it.
Here we go.
So this is when I bring this up. This right here.
Wait,
So-
zoom in, Eric. Show it
Oh, yeah.
again, Elijah.
Okay, we'll do a solo.
Here, let me angle my light here so it can maybe make it a little
1606.
That's it.
1606. That's a number that I feel like I've heard before.
I
Insane.
feel like, yeah, I've heard that number before too.
1606. It's almost like a giant crowd was chanting 1606.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody here knows, but I was in line for TJ Storm just to get a picture because I've got his autograph already. And so I just wanted a picture, but I wasn't going to be like, I was going to pay for it. I was going to be a nice human being. And as I'm standing in line, 1:00 hits on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I look at my phone, and 2 minutes like prior to the time I looked at my phone, Michael called me. And I'm like, oh, I should answer this. And he said, Elijah, what's your ticket number? And I read it off. And then he was like, you won, but it's too late. And, you know, I'm sure if somebody had a camera on me at that moment, my soul left my body just about as bad as when it left Michael's body during the one chip challenge. Especially when I found out what exactly I lost.
Yeah. So just for background, Collect All Monsters, Kyle Yount, David, and the crew there, they did a very special giveaway. They did two, but they did one giveaway during their live stream or their live panel. I don't know if it was live streamed or not, actually. They did a live giveaway during their panel on Saturday, and then they did another giveaway in the dealer's room on Sunday at 1:00, and it was this beautiful what was it, Eric? A TYJ or TYG? TYG custom painted by Kaiju Canvas, Burning Godzilla, and it was gorgeous. And Elijah's ticket was the winner, but because Elijah wasn't there to claim the prize and we couldn't get to him in time, they had to pass it on to somebody else. And talk about, like, I was heartbroken for you. Yeah, we were all heartbroken for you, and we were trying our best to, like, call you and get we were hoping that you were there, because I know Joe was like, Elijah.
Yeah, like we started trying to stall everybody because Joe yells in the back, "Oh, here he comes! He's running!" And he wasn't even there. They're like, "Oh," so they pause. They're like, "Oh, is he coming? Is he coming?" So that saved us, maybe a couple minutes.
Well,
and then they started counting down.
Well, I wasn't purposely trying to lie. I thought I heard Michael say, "Run." So I took it as in, like, oh, he's walking here.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's why I yelled to Kyle. I was like, "Kyle, he's running. He's here." And then, like, 30 seconds, a minute went by, and Kyle looks at me and he's like, "Are you serious or not? Because, like, we have rules." And I'm like, I thought he was. Like, I'm sorry,
It was people were getting out their pitchforks. It was turning into
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was turning into a thing. Like, people were getting antsy, and they were chanting. I can't remember what they were chanting. It was like something like draw one more, or something like that. I can't remember.
I would have fought the crowd for you, Elijah. I probably would have won, but I would have fought the crowd for you.
Somebody should have just lied, and then I would have been there in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. But they probably would have.
I mean, I could have, like, speared Kyle off the table or something. But I'm pretty sure, like, security would have been called, and I would have been, like, arrested. That would have been a big enough distraction,
I mean, it probably would have. But
So unfortunately, they did a countdown, and they had to move on because the crowd was kind of getting restless and everything.
If I would have had your ticket, I would have accepted it for you, Elijah.
And you would have kept it.
I would have kept it. I would have kept it. I would have gotten the picture with Cam, or with I would have gotten the picture with Collect All Monsters. I would have been declared the winner, but then I would have discreetly given it back to you at some point during the event. So maybe
years later.
Maybe. I would have been driving. Home, and then around Columbus, I would have called you and was like, "Oh, by the way, you won that raffle. By the way, I'll give it back to you eventually."
Oh my gosh. Well, I will say my favorite moments was probably, realistically, was really hanging out with you guys. It really was. Like, you guys made it so much fun. Like I said, I had a rough start to my vacation and stuff like that, and you guys definitely made it a lot better. But that was so much fun to do. Like I said, the one chip challenge, and just hanging out and just doing stuff together, going to dinner, just shooting the breeze, all that stuff. And then
we had a great dinner together on Thursday night. When I got there, we went to Giordano's.
Oh yeah, that was so
much fun. Yeah, you and Elijah.
Nope, I wasn't there.
Neither was I.
So now, if everybody wants context for this one,
sure.
Mind you, we all made an agreement and set up a dinner to meet on Thursday before the convention started. Mm-hmm. And we get there and we started texting Michael. We're like, "Hey, we're ready for dinner. Like, where should we go?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're already out eating." We're like, "What?" Like, we were supposed to do it all together.
We just got out of the film fest. We went straight to the movie theater. We went straight to the Pickwick, and I had to admit that I'd forgot about them.
Yeah.
In the excitement of getting there and getting ready to go to the Pickwick, I totally forgot. And that
Do you know how we knew that you weren't going to be with us?
how did you know?
Is that picture online with everybody all big selfie and everything? Look at us. Ah! And I go, look at guys, he's already out eating.
Yeah.
And they're like, no way. They're getting mad. So we're starting frantically texting him and like, why are you out? We're supposed to be doing this and everything. And nope, he said he forgot about us. So
I did. I have to admit, I did forget. I'm sorry. I apologize. I think I spent the entire weekend apologizing.
yes,
But
you did.
but yes, I did. I legitimately forgot in the excitement of getting there, it being my first G Fest. Wanting, and then like for everyone wanting to go to the Pickwick, we went out to dinner with Kaiju Kim, my friend, our Nathan, our friend Nathan, mine and Elijah's friend Nathan. Who else was? Oh, his brother was there, and then of course me and Elijah was there, and we all went to the Pickwick and watched.
And we were matching, Michael, which was really weird.
We were. It was Kismet. Yeah, it was Kismet. Yeah. But yeah, I figured I knew that I was hoping that the rough start to G Fest was not going to be the trend for the rest of the weekend. We had some issues checking in. Elijah and I had some issues checking in, which that got resolved. That got resolved quickly. And then we had just enough time to get to the Pickwick, and then we drove around that area trying to find a parking spot for a good 45 minutes. And I was bound and determined to catch the last 15 minutes of Destroy All Monsters. I was like, I'm not missing. Yeah, I'm not doing this. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yes, I did. I forgot about you guys. I'm sorry. I will make it up to you. Maybe
Are you going to buy all of them Sofubi from the dealer's room next year?
I might buy them all dinner. I might pay for dinner.
Sofubi sounds better.
I might pay for dinner.
We can call Jay. You can get him.
As long
Jay,
as
you can get him a
Joe
discount.
promises not to order too many drinks, I will buy dinner.
I'll take top shelf everything.
But no, I sincerely, I do owe you guys a dinner. I do owe you guys a dinner for more reasons than one from this weekend. So,
Nah.
That's what friends are for.
yeah. So,
But yeah, overall, it was a good weekend, I think, for everybody. The guests were great. And then obviously, dealer room's always good and stuff like that. Panels were great and stuff like that. What was your guys' experience with like the panels and stuff like that? Like how do you guys think that went and everything?
Elijah,
Especially you, Eliza. Yeah, you were on on a few of them. So
I was gonna say, Elijah, you were the panel master. That you were the breakout star of the panels this year. Go ahead.
Well, if we're just talking about what I did 3. I did one a day. I was with Chill with Kaiju Kim. I was with you, Michael, and Nathan, and our other friend Danny of the Godzilla Novelization Project. We did a panel on is this the 30th anniversary of Mechagodzilla 2?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we did that one. That was a lot of fun. And then the following day, I did Matango's 60th anniversary, where I got to spat out my knowledge of J-horror quite a bit, which was pretty cool. I love me talking about some Ashiro Honda stuff. And then Danny. So back when we were doing panel prep, deciding all the stuff, I didn't know that Danny pitched a panel that was deliberately for me to do. So Danny pitched a panel called Korean Kaiju Chaos, which was a panel all about Korean Kaiju. And one thing that people have learned about me is I know a lot about all the Kaiju movies from that country. So Danny messaged me and was like, "Hey, are you going to do this?" And I was like, "Of course! This is like my jam."
Mm-hmm.
So we did it. What I didn't know is our panel was in the big room, like the big room, which
Okay.
was horrifying because I had never done that before. I was a little scared. And we had probably 100 to 150 people in that room, like in that
Really?
range. So the whole time, and this was right after getting Don Fry's signature and the film festival and the Ultraman Decker director's signature,
Mhm.
and the disappointment of TJ Storm keeping me from my beautiful figure I could have got. So it was like a rush to get there, and I was fashionably like on time.
Oh, perfect.
And we talked, and we talked about it, and we actually ran really close on time. I think we stopped at like on the dot an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did.
And then like people came up afterwards and they were like, that was a great panel. Like that's I unveiled my thesis for a project I'm working on. I haven't talked too much about it, but a lot of that was in relation to a project I'm working on. And no, that was great. Kyle Bird and Kevin Derendorf, I don't know if anybody knows who they are, but they came up to me later that night and we talked a little bit about it. I had a great time with panels. I was on a lot of them. I didn't get to see a lot.
Yeah.
I only sat through one. Well, I sat through the remainder of the opening ceremonies. I did Collect All Monsters, and I lost. Let's see. I started Kaiju Confessions, but I was exhausted. I needed to
Yeah.
like get out of there. I couldn't do that one.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't do that one either. More power to the folks that participate in Kaiju Confessions and the singing and the dancing and all that stuff. I looked at Adrian and I was just like, this just isn't for me. So we walked out and we helped Joe and Eric load up the truck.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I mean, the costume contest had some pretty good stuff.
Mhm.
But I was running around so much and we were so busy that I never really got to sit in on many panels that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But that was fine. The panels I did were great. We had a lot of fun. So pretty good.
Nice.
And for everyone that yelled at me and Michael during the costume contest, we apologize.
Yeah, Adrian and I got in there late, and
Okay.
'cause we didn't get dinner because that was the night we did the one chip challenge and we ordered dinner in. Our dinner was like an hour and 45 minutes late because everyone else was at Giordano's. Everyone
Mhm.
was at Giordano's, and it was making everything late, so we didn't get to go to the costume contest on time, and it was crowded. And Adrian and I walked in, and we just started standing there, and security promptly told us to move. And then we would move to another spot, and then someone would get mad because we were standing in front of their kid or something like that. And we were just like, it's hot in here. We really can't see anything. Let's just step out.
Yeah. And that sucks because like a lot of people like to go see that. They cannot fit everybody in the actual 3 ballrooms that they have for panels. So then everybody is standing in the hallway. So they try to make a path where you can stand on both sides. And it gets pretty crowded. It really does. It's hard to get down there. You really got to get down there super early if you really want a good seat.
Mm-hmm.
Usually some people will stay for the previous panel and then just wait the whole time, even though there's like an hour in between like the last panel and the costume contest and stuff like that. I've done it before and everything like that. So I know like how long to wait and everything and how busy it gets. And then sometimes you can't even see anything because there's so many people just lined up and stuff. So it gets pretty crazy, but I didn't go and everything. It seemed like it was pretty fun. Some pretty cool pictures I've seen online for the costumes and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting. So, but yeah, I didn't go this year. So, but,
it's weird you bring that up, Eric, because somehow I came in at I was close to being on time, but I was still late. And I somehow weaseled my way up to the front of the room right as they walked in. And
Really?
like nobody yelled at me. Like there was a kid behind me, so like I was on the floor, and I always
Okay.
I was like sitting a little low, so like the mother wouldn't yell at me, and they could see
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But like I was right there as they like walked into the room or into the ballroom, like that doorway. I had a clean shot of that, and like up the ramp, and then to the side was the stage. I don't know how I made that work, but I made it work, and it was
Nice.
it worked.
Nice. Freaking James Bond mission right there. So yeah, so obviously we talked about the costumes and the guests and everything, but haven't talked a lot about the collectibles that was there. And obviously that's the biggest draw for that convention and stuff like that. And of course we all kind of picked up a little something, but I kind of want to go around and, we can show
Some
a
more
couple
than
of our
others.
acquisitions that we got this year and just kind of show them off and stuff. So Joe, you want to go first?
No, I want to go last.
Okay.
Joe should go last.
Adrian, you go. Oh, that's true. Joe had the biggest haul. So.
Yeah, Joe had the big dick. I mean, the biggest haul for this
Haul,
year.
yeah. Haul.
Easily.
So we'll do.
Who, me?
Adrian, you go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Let's start small and go bigger. So first I want to say that was this coaster from Thirsty Thursday Toys from Adam. I know I didn't buy this, but it was awesome trying to give me a coaster, so I'm happy to have this.
Nice.
Of course, Kamagon from Collector Monsters. I finally got me one. I missed
That's
the
the,
very first release of it.
That's
Is that
the G-Fest exclusive version, yeah?
Yes. And I actually saw it last night, just glows in the dark, and it's actually not a pretty decent glow, so I'm happy with that for sure.
Nice.
I got this lanyard from Larry. I didn't get Larry's last name, but
Latham.
yes, Latham. And
Larry Latham.
this is where I have my G-Fest pass in all day, so this is a momentum now. But I do like this little keychain. It's cute little chibi Space Godzilla.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome.
Of course, the Yuji Sakai, the little diorama sets. Of course, this is from Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, because I know I love this suit.
So
So I
cool.
had to pick this up. What am I? Oh, let's do those last. And of course, Eric gave me quite a bit of stuff that I didn't have to buy. So he got me Big Monsters gave me Big Monsters season 1 and 2. So I have both of these as well. And they count as G-Fest pickups because Eric gave them to me at G-Fest.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see. I can't see those. What are those?
It's Big Monsters season 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's the Ultra Galaxy big monster battle with Gamora
Oh, okay.
and everything. So yeah, I gave him season 1 and 2.
Is it the same ones that Mill Creek put out?
Yes, but those are the other versions before Mill Creek brought them out.
Nice.
And Eric also gave me the DVD box set of Godzilla versus Biollante, which of course, like y'all know, 1984 is my favorite movie, but honestly, Biolante's right behind it. It's 1A and 1B for me. So really happy Eric gifted me this. So thank you, Eric.
Yep, no problem.
Of course, for momentum for my first G-Fest, I had to get G-Fantas. This is the 2020 G-Fest exclusive. And this has a pretty sick glow too, actually. I'll probably post pictures of it in the next couple of days so I can see it glow. But this is really awesome as well.
Nice.
Of course, from Beast of the East, this is the Dragon Zord. And which brand is this again, Joe?
Soul of Shogun.
Yep.
Soul of yes. Well, this is really nice. This is really nice. I really love this Dragon Zord. It goes perfect with my T-Rex. So T-Rex. And of course, again, something else that Eric got for me at AMA. He got me the Suit Actor for Godzilla 2000's autograph. I finally got that in hand. So I'm happy.
Tom Kitagawa. Yep.
Yes, Tom Kinigawa. Of course, the autograph for the awesome TJ Storm. And again, TJ Storm was awesome. He's a super cool guy. So if you ever get a chance to see him at a convention, go see him. Because he'll make your day. And of course, I got the signature for Yamiko. And I now feel like I should have bought my DVD or bought something else, but I'll be happy. I can frame that somewhere.
Yeah.
And last but not least, of course, one of my favorite artists, Bob Eggington. Of course, Godzilla versus Gamera. Of course, GMK Godzilla, because that's one of my favorite Godzillas. And the 1984 Godzilla.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Oh, you got that print. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I wasn't going to pay Bob for the original one because Lord knows how much money he wanted. So
I know what it sold for.
How much did it sell for? Go ahead. No, you're not gonna say anything, Michael? Okay.
It's nothing. That's nothing to you.
Are you there?
Yeah. You know.
Okay.
But that's all I got, guys.
Cool. Awesome, man. Michael, you want to go next?
I'll go next. Yeah, because I'm afraid that my internet's going to cut out again because it's storming. I just got my internet turned back on. So I got a few things.
And he cut out.
And you lost your sound again, buddy. Yeah, we lost your sound.
Nope.
Like I said, technical difficulties for him. He has a storm going on in his area, so I figured
It's a twister.
So, but yep, exactly. So
there he is. He's back now.
And he's back.
What about now?
Now we hear you.
Okay. Good.
Why are you screaming?
So, I'm not screaming. I'm not screaming, Joe. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, I'll make mine quick because I don't know how long my signal's gonna last. So I got obviously I got photos and pictures from and signatures from TJ Storm, Dawn, Linda, and Yumiko. I got Yumiko to sign my Mondo record, which is fantastic. I got Linda to sign my copy of King Kong Escapes. I got this special gift from a very special friend, Joe Myers. I'm just this is volume 6. This is volume 6 of the DVD poster sets. I don't know exactly what these are called. I think so. I don't know what they're called, Eric. What are they called exactly?
I can't remember. There's DVD box sets. I don't know.
But this actually comes with a story because Eric, you hounded us for weeks to know what our favorite Godzilla movie is, and my answer is always I love all Godzilla. It's hard for me to pick just one, but you demanded that I pick just one, so I picked Mechagodzilla. It'll probably change next week, to be honest.
Oh, it will, yeah.
It'll probably change, but Mechagodzilla is high up there, so I thank you, buddy, for getting that for me. I appreciate that. What else? This T-shirt was a free giveaway from Collect All Monsters. I didn't really get a whole lot of stuff. Like looking back on it, I got
something else.
I got something else. Yeah, I picked this up from Jay Key at Toku Toy Town. So this little Marmot Godzilla Tower, which is super good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now I need the other two because there's 3, right, Eric? There's the red one, there's the green one, and I have the yellow one here. So I picked this up from Jay Key. And let me just say, between Beast of the East with Joe and y'all's outfit, and then Jay, I think you guys and Jay probably had the best prices the whole con, as far as Sofubi and things like that. So this is a super special one. Apparently this is a pretty sought after figure. Happy to have it. I talked to Jay on I think it was Friday. and he told me that everyone was looking at it and wanting it, but it was there for me. So that's all that matters. But
Nice.
that's all I got. I didn't get a whole lot. I was just happy to be there with everybody.
Mhm.
Are you trying to say that DVD poster set would have meant more coming from me?
Yes, Joe. I love you, Eric. I'm just really sad that I didn't get you anything, Eric. That makes
okay.
me sad. I will send you something. Maybe I'll send you a picture of my butt in the mail. Who knows?
Oh, good. Yay! You got anything to share, Elijah?
So I was given a limit of 3 things to show, which was
Yeah.
really difficult. So we're gonna go. So the first one I'm gonna show here is a movie that I guarantee you hardly anybody bought. Even though there's a good amount of copies of it. And I don't know what the title is. Hang on 1 second. It is called. I should know this. I know I'm a disappointment. I'm sorry. Female Weapon 701.
Oh,
So-
Taguchi's.
This, yes. So when Kiyotaka Taguchi came to G-Fest for Daikaiju Bugon, in the signing room, there was a Blu-ray. Now, I wasn't able to grab it initially because I was in the film festival for my short film, and so Danny was nice enough. We were both wanting to go get a signature, and I didn't want Danny missing out. So I was like, Danny, here's my wallet. Just go buy it. I didn't even think about like how much power I had given him to like do whatever he wanted. But I was like, I just pulled out my wallet. I was like, Danny, take my money. Just go buy it, and I'll get it. I'll grab it later. But the film festival ended, and just as Danny was finishing getting mine signed, I ran in, and so I got to meet him. I got to take a photo with Taguchi.
Perfect.
And so it's hard to see, but it is signed by him. Right, right here's his signature, and then the date and my name, and I think the katakana on here is his signature as well.
Okay.
So this is actually a segment from a movie called, I believe it's Tetsudon, right? Yeah, Tetsudon Kaiju Dream Match, which is an anthology kaiju movie with a ton of directors. But I got his segment. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to watch it. We'll see. It's clearly the title's influenced by Female Scorpion Prisoner 701. So I'm kind of curious what the movie has. I see there's a giant woman and a giant monster on it, so I don't know what that means, but we'll see. The next one is courtesy of Jay from Toku Toy Town.
Ooh.
I got my very first Safubi.
Oh yeah.
The 2005 Toygraph Godzilla Mothra versus Godzilla Hawaii color version. This kind of emulates like classic Godzilla figure to me, just the style and all that. And
Absolutely.
blue's my favorite color, so I was like, if I'm gonna, I brought enough funds. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one of everything, one thing that I want of everything. And I was like, I've never gotten a Safubi before. What do I want? And I saw this one. I almost grabbed the Mecha Godzilla one, but I saw this. I was like,
okay,
this is what I should get. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab this, and this is probably my favorite thing I bought this weekend. To be honest,
nice.
It didn't dawn on me when you picked that up, but it reminds me, Elijah, of the 1963. Is it 1963? What is that? It was from it was a concept, wasn't it? A concept Godzilla. Super 7 just did a figure of that.
You're talking about Volcano Monsters.
Yes, the 57. The 57.
The 57. That's what it was. The 57.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Volcano Monsters. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got
That's
this.
That's true.
Jay is an amazing human being.
Yep.
We love Jay. So that was really cool. And then I'm gonna have to stand up for this next one. So I'm gonna have to take my headphones off.
Going big.
But
Going big. Oh, sorry. I was
I have two things like this, but I'm only going to show one because I was only given a limit of 3. So
I didn't get that limit, but okay.
so okay. Hopefully you can still hear me. I
Yep.
think you
Yeah.
should.
Mhm.
So I like Korean kaiju, and I just so
Oh, boy,
happened
I know
to
what
see
this is.
this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask just to see how much this thing is because I doubt I'll be able to afford it. And he gave me the number, and I was like, why am I not buying this? So I bought it. So I got the original German
Oh,
poster.
dang.
So now I got to get it framed and put out.
Oh,
But
for sure.
no, this was really cool. It's from
That's
the
cool.
German release. So this is like a almost 60-year-old poster, and they wanted like $60 for it.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know why I haven't bought this yet, but it's going home with me now.
That's awesome.
So
Dang, that's awesome.
yeah, so I got that, and then I got a signature from everybody. Somehow I got a signature from everybody. I got another poster. I got Ape, that disaster of a movie. I got that poster, the original poster for that. Let's see. I got some Bandais from Ultraman, like an old '80s line of Ultraman figures. I got YMSF's Sea Serpent. I got some movies, some VHSs. Our friend Michael and I's friend Nathan got me Attack of the Super Monsters on VHS for my birthday. I don't know if the quality of that movie suggests how much he cares about me, but if that's the case, then it's not very much.
You got the worst one available.
But no, I actually ended up getting a lot of stuff I liked. I got so before Laserdisc there was a format called CED, and it was only out for like a few years. And there was 2 Godzilla adjacent titles that got released: Godzilla King of the Monsters and Rodan. And it just so happened that a vendor had both. And thank you. I bought one of them for $50. I bought King of the Monsters for $50. And I was like, I'm not going to get the other one. If somebody else wants it, they can get it. And it didn't move. Weird how an obscure format nobody knows about, the thing for that wouldn't move. But there's Godzilla CEDs. And on Sunday I looked and it was still there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it. Like, I've got the cash. I'm just going to buy it. Like, might as well grab it. So I went to get it. I was like, how much would you give it to me for? And without it, like hesitation, he was like, I'll do 40 on this. So I got $10 off. So I got both of them for under $100, and now I have the complete CED Godzilla one.
Nice. That's
So-
awesome.
Now it's on to Betamax and finishing up my Laserdisc set, and then I'll have all the weird, obscure Godzilla physical media titles.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sweet, man.
Easy
Okay.
Easy.
Let's see. I'll go do this here.
Oh,
All right.
sure.
So
You
the
make
first one.
yourself big.
Huh?
I said, sure, you make yourself big.
I made Elijah big. I made Elijah big and Adrian. It's just Michael. I forgot.
You make me big all the time, big guy.
But I'll show off my very, very first purchase for the weekend. The 450 Marusan Godzilla 1974 blank glow in the dark. I love it. I got it from J.K. from Toku Toy Town. Just a pleasure working with him, buying from him. And like you said, Michael, seriously, like I looked around that room and honestly, they had the sexiest setup in that whole display room, ballroom, whatever.
They did actually. Yeah, they totally
Yeah.
did.
They had a really nice setup. I
Big kudos.
congratulate him for that because it looked really nice. So
Yeah, it really stood out among like all the other setups there, like Jay's setup did. Like it was all like really pretty and white and had like really nice banners and stuff like that. So
Yep.
yeah, it was really nice.
It was really cool. So it was really awesome. And then meeting Jakey for the first time was a big highlight for me too. And obviously I watch, their podcasts, YHS on Monster Island. So that was really cool just to kind of meet him and stuff like that and take a picture with him. And of course I got to buy something from him. And then of course, I had to, if none of you knew, at G-Fest, they actually had the toy maker Maru-san there, and they had the president, Kamanaga-san. He was there, and so I went up to his table and asked him to sign my figure for me. It was free. He did it, just the kindness of his heart and everything. A very sweet guy. So he signed the foot for me and everything, so that was really cool. Then I took a picture with him for this, so a very special moment, to buy something from Jay and then get it signed by Kamanaga was really awesome. So that was my first one. I really cherish this one. And then I think one of the bigger, most talked about things I think at Kaiju, at G-Fest, honestly, was Kaiju Cream. This concept is really cool. It's very different. It's definitely out of my norm for collecting and stuff like that, because I don't collect this kind of stuff. But
that's more like Adam's taste, because it's weird.
Yeah,
he likes the weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this is not me. If you know me, this is not me. But I saw it and I had to get it because it's so weird. But I really liked it, and I'm not even the biggest Hedora fan, but like it was weird that I loved it. So this was made by Matt Octeil. I know maybe people have seen him like on Kaiju Live and everything. He's gone in there a couple of times, talked to AJ and stuff. Just a really cool guy. Got to meet him for the first time, get a picture with him. I was number 2 in line to buy his Sofubi, so that was really cool. Unfortunately, Kyle Yount beat me to it. He was number 1.
Why does it say 3 of 3 on the back?
And this is a G-Fest exclusive colorway, and he only did 3 of these colorways. So that's why it's 3 of 3. He had another, now this is glow in the dark, and he had 2 other glow in the darks, another one that was 3 of 3 that was completely different. And then he had an actual one-off glow in the dark that was just 1 of 1. I was looking for those. How much was that? The glow in the darks were $260, and then he had about, I think, like 20 of the regular ones that weren't glow in the dark. Those were $240. So that was the asking price. And then on the back, he included a patch and a sticker of the Kaiju Cream, the Hedora ice cream. So really cool. So really cool guy. Talked to him this weekend. Just laid back, down to earth. He's a fan just like us and everything. So it was really cool to get this from him. So very limited. So I'm really happy to get that. So, and then finally, one that I've been searching for a while. I'm not going to take him out though. So he'll stay in the box. But this is the Kaiju Remix series by Acro. This is the Gamora. And if you know anything about these guys are not getting any cheaper. Because they don't read these things. It's kind of like a one-off, and that's what they make of it. So these things have been kind of skyrocketing in Japan and the aftermarket everywhere. I was lucky enough to get this one at Seismic Toys. Saw it there actually last year, and I kind of wanted to get it, but I had already bought a whole bunch of stuff, so I passed on it. Luckily, they had it this year. I wasn't seeing anything that was catching my eye per se a lot this year, besides other things going on. So I was kind of being very stingy with my money, just making sure I got what I really, really wanted. So I was able to work out a deal with Seismic Toys and everything. So I got this, and I'm really happy because, like I said, I've been looking for this for a while, and this is my favorite Ultra Kaiju. By far, and I just love it. The sculpt is phenomenal. It's very stylized and everything, which I'm not the hugest stylized person, but if it hits me just right and it really speaks to me, I will buy it. So I definitely had to get this. So yeah, that's my third one. And that's it. I got other stuff, but I'll save that for later. All right, Joe. The moment
I didn't get anything.
you got the most.
Whatever.
You got the most.
All right. So I picked 3. 2 of them are not in any particular order. One of them is. First was on, I guess, day 0 when we were setting up.
Oh my god.
I got the favorite sculptors line, Destroya, that just came out. It was an incredible price. I couldn't pass it up. It's a big, hefty boy. I was kind of hoping that one of these would be at the show because I passed up on pre-ordering it because I had several big purchases that I had pre-ordered from Spiral and stuff like that. So I was just kind of like, oh, I'm going to pass on it. And then I actually saw Eric's when he got it and fell in love with it and instantly regretted not getting it. So I saw it there, and Barry from House of Monsters gave me a great price, essentially almost retail. But actually, maybe even with shipping, it probably was retail. Wouldn't you say, Eric?
Yeah, damn near.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not, by the time these things, people will be selling them for way more. So yeah, that was number 1. Okay. Heavy boy. And like almost everybody else here, I also got something from Jay, from Toku Toy Town. I got let me see if I can set this up.
Something or some things.
Oh, I got many things from Jay. I think in total I got like 8 figures from Jay this year. And
Joe told me he said, hold on. We were standing at Jay's table and you said, hold on a second. Daddy's got to go to work.
I did say that. and Daddy did go to work. Daddy bought 8 figures and paid some good money, but it was a great deal.
You got a great deal from Jay. Yeah. Jay was very, very good to you.
Oh, 100%. But Jay, if you ever see this, thank you, my friend. I can't wait to do business with you again in the future. This is the Sharajarusi, if I'm saying that correctly. Shin Godzilla. It's the black and red translucent variant. I saw them. There was another one I actually got too. It was just all red. But this one, it's awesome. The lighting isn't working in my favor right now, but it's amazing. I freaking love it. The cracking black with like the red translucent underneath it is just, it's freaking beautiful. So happy to get that.
I can contest, like, the video and pictures honestly don't do this thing justice until you actually see it in hand, because I was leery about getting one of those, and then seeing it in hand at Jay's table, I was actually a little jealous that Joe bought both of them, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want this because this thing is absolutely beautiful. It really is. And it's big.
I don't know if I'm doing anything by showing you. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's huge. It's probably like a foot tall or close to it. It's beautiful. I freaking love it. So happy that I got that and the other one. All right, so the big thing I got, one of many big things I got, but probably the most rare, unique thing that I got. Those of you that know me and know how I collect anything and everything Godzilla. I love it. It doesn't matter if it's a $5 figure or a $5,000 figure. I'm on the hunt for it. But the things that I love the most to collect are the really rare, unique things that are not necessarily collectibles. I love movie props, and more specifically, I love movie advertisement things. So like the cardboard stands that you see in a movie theater that are promoting a movie. I love that. Obviously Godzilla related. I have the giant 6-foot letters from the 2014 Godzilla. I have the letters from 2019's King of the Monsters. I have a Mothra 3 theater stand from Japan. I have merchandise and crew gear and stuff from the 98 Godzilla film. So this was in the dealer's room, and it is a theater stand of Yumiko from Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. And obviously, since Yumiko was there, I got her to sign it right over here.
Yep.
So that was really, really cool. I love this stuff. It's definitely the probably standout thing this year that I got.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Let me. She can join our chat. But yeah, no, I love that type of stuff. That's just unique and rare, and things that, I mean, honestly, who keeps that type of stuff? So it's there's probably not many of them left in the world, which I'm a big fan of, having that really, really rare, unique stuff.
Joe, something really cool happened with that standee while we were there too. You want to tell them about it?
Yeah. I was gonna say that when I took it down for Yumiko to sign, she was blown away. Everybody was blown away, and they actually requested if I would leave it down there. Well, I shouldn't say they requested. They were like, "Oh my gosh, it's so amazing! We love that." They requested for pictures, and Jessica Eccles, who it kind of like runs or helps run the autograph and special guest thing, is a friend of all of ours. And I just kind of told her, I was like, well, do you want me to leave it down here? Like, so people can take pictures with it? And she's like, oh my God, would you? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So I left it down there for everybody. Unfortunately, I didn't take the picture or get the autograph till Saturday. So if you did it on Friday, you missed it. I'm sorry. But for pretty much everybody on Saturday, you all should have gotten a picture with it, with her. So you're welcome. I'm amazing. And but no, I was happy to do that. I mean, I know Jessica and Tim would have taken good care of it and made sure. And I know Yumiko was like floored. She was like, "Oh my God!" And she did the salute and
yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Elijah's got it, man.
So thank you, Joe. It's all thanks to you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad people could enjoy that. And that, I say it all the time when I do my YouTube stuff. Like, I'm not doing this to be the biggest name or to be famous at G-Fest or anything like that. Like, I do it to try to like just show off my collection because I'm happy and excited about it, and I'm hoping that there might be a kid or an adult that can find some joy in the stuff that I get, and or maybe help them make a decision on what to purchase and stuff, which that's my goal. It's not to be famous or any of that stuff. So I was more than happy to leave that down there for people to take a picture with, which I am also. So I did get a plethora of things at G-Fest. I'm not going to show off anymore. I am going to give a sneak peek of the whole collection that I picked up at G-Fest. You guys can see parts 1 and 2 already on YouTube. I've already uploaded it. Subscribe to my channel, Married to Kaiju. But this is all the stuff that I will be. All right, that's it. That's enough. You have to watch the videos to find out. Yeah, that's a picture of my haul from G-Fest, minus probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 Bandais that I picked up. But so yeah, those are my 3 plus a tease.
Awesome. Great. Well, I think that about wraps it up. So before we go, is there any suggestions or tips that you want to tell anybody that has never gone to a G Fest before, that maybe there's something they should look out for, or maybe experience, or just anything that you think that is noteworthy? Adrian, go ahead.
You're not gonna sleep.
I was gonna hope someone was gonna say that.
You're not gonna get sleep whatsoever, but enjoy every second of G Fest. Don't sleep is overrated.
Perfect.
Bring cash. Don't just rely on your credit card.
Yeah.
That part.
Bring cash.
That part.
Yes.
I would say leave enough openings to have time, because a lot of stuff is like split second, like let's go do this, let's go do that, let's run here, and like just be strategic with it. Be strategic with your planning and leave enough time for you to enjoy. Stay hydrated. That's another one.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to go, Eric, or do you want to go?
Go ahead.
I will piggyback off of what the other three said. From what Adrian said, it's going to be long nights, early mornings, but it's going to be worth it. I would say that if you can, tough it out. It's the most fun weekend of the year, but it's the fastest weekend of the year. So don't miss out on things. Like if you want to go to the Pickwick and see a movie, go see the movie. It's a chance to see these things on the big screen. I don't usually go anymore because I've seen most of them at this point. But if you want to do something, make time to do it. Plan it out. Like Elijah said, if you're like, I didn't go to any panels this year, but the one I tried to go to was jam-packed. It was the Don Fry panel. I should have went there 30 minutes early, and I didn't. So definitely plan out. And what Michael said, bring cash with you. The ATMs at every G Fest, and like I said, I've been going for 23 years, are out of cash all the time. So bring cash and cards or whatever with you. A lot of places are starting to take PayPal, Venmo, and whatever, but don't rely on that. I can tell you as a dealer that your card reader can go down. Maybe the Wi-Fi goes down and you go cash only for a half hour, an hour or something. So, have options. But most importantly, go. If you haven't yet, go. It's a blast. You are with like-minded people. Nobody cares, who you voted for. Nobody cares, who you're married to or what you look like. We're all there for the same reason. And it's for love of Godzilla, Toku, Kaiju, whatever. And that brings us all together. I mean, some of us, I'm sure all of us on this thing couldn't be more alike, but yet more different in some ways. But the common ground we have is Godzilla. And, it's truly, you can make friends that you have for a lifetime, and not just friends, but best friends, and some of them even turn into family.
Some of them turn into family you don't even want.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. This is my old man running around without pants.
And Jordan's tip, don't do the one chip challenge, even if you're curious.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, Elijah. Oh, it's just a 4.
I can hear Jordan's voice in my ears now. Bro, that is not a 4. That was not a 4.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, everything you guys said is, exactly what I would say. I think the only thing I would add is just try to experience everything you can. Anything you want to, if it's the dojo studios and the costumes, to the panels, to the costume contest, to the dealer room, to the guests. Do it all. You're not going to regret anything that you do there. And if you have, priorities over other things, that's fine. That's cool. Go early to panels, go to the panel before the one that's coming up, so you get a good spot. Because they always just, especially the front rows up, excuse me, they always seem to fill up really, really fast. And it's just everything you go do there is just going to be fun and just enjoy yourself. Like Joe said, we're all there for the same reasons. So you can walk around with a Godzilla figure and no one's going to care. They might even compliment on you. You could walk around with different T-shirts and everybody's going to compliment on your T-shirt. That's why we're there and we love it. And it's nice to know that, maybe a lot of us lived in smaller towns and stuff like that where, there was nobody else around that could enjoy this kind of stuff, or even your family didn't understand you, and stuff like that where, you loved it, but they just don't understand it or they don't know why you love it. That's okay. But like going to something like this, you just see how many people are just like you that went through the same stuff you did, and you can just relate to them. And everybody is so friendly and nice. You can approach everybody and take pictures. It doesn't matter if you see them online, if they're an influencer, if they're a cosplayer, if they're a dealer, it doesn't matter. Like, we're all there and we're all very friendly. So yeah, just go experience it. You're going to have a blast. You really are. So
can I add something I forgot to say?
Yeah.
From a dealer standpoint, don't buy the first thing you see. Walk around, make a lap. I promise you, the first one you see isn't the cheapest, and it's most likely not the only one in the room. I can't tell you how many people came up to my table and they were like, "Wait, how much are all the new Bandais or whatever?" And I'm like, "Oh, $35." And they're like, "Well, I just spent $50." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know you did."
Yeah.
Like, walk around the room. Ask the prices, and
compare to everybody.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yep.
Ask questions. Ask the dealers. Talk to the dealers. Whatever. Just do all that kind of stuff. Just don't settle.
Exactly.
What did you say, Joe? I cut out and I missed what you were going to say.
I just said that don't buy the first thing you see. Walk around, make a lap through the room, scope it out. I mean, obviously, if it's something that's extremely rare or like a grail of yours and that they're going for X amount of money and you find it for significantly cheaper, then, I'm not talking about that per se. Though sometimes I am talking about that. But mostly I'm talking about like the newer-ish stuff. If it's been out, 5 years, 10 years or shorter, don't buy it the first time you see it. Walk around, scope it out. If it's a brand new thing and that everyone's going to have them for sale, walk around, scope it out, price it out, ask the dealers, ask them for a deal. I'll be honest with you. Most of the time they're probably going to say no, but you never know. I mean, just pace yourself. That's my pace yourself.
Yeah, Joe, pace yourself.
I did. I came home with money, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, but I did.
That's okay. There's online shopping too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's about does it. I guess we'll do our plugs and stuff like that. Elijah, why don't you go first?
Oh, I'm first. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Elijah. I host the
Hi,
podcast.
Elijah.
How are you, Joe?
Hi, Elijah.
Hi, Elijah.
And I have an issue collecting kaiju and watching kaiju movies.
We all.
Oh wait, this isn't kaiju news. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I host.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. I host the podcast Kaiju Conversation. It's a podcast diving into the wide world of tokusatsu, not just kaiju movies, but tokusatsu, covering J-horror, action, science fiction, kaiju, all the good stuff. I have the YouTube channel ET13 Productions, which in a couple of weeks will be premiering my most recent short film, SOS Seek Shelter, that got its debut at G-Fest during the amateur video contest.
Which I just watched.
Which is
It
very good.
awesome.
It's
Awesome.
Very
Come on, you
good.
guys.
Very good.
Elijah, good job,
you.
buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
You did very good.
Thank you. I always get flustered when people compliment. It's hard to hear that, but I appreciate it. And I also I'm the production manager and staff writer for Kaiju Ramen Media and Kaiju Ramen Magazine. I'm the main editor, so check out the YouTube channel Kaiju Ramen, where you can see some live streams I'm in and some videos I've edited. Beyond that, I also, like I said, write for the magazine, so you can check out all of my writing on the magazine or on the website at kaijuramenmedia.com under news and all of that good stuff. For all of my socials, Kaiju_Converse, ET13 Productions, Kaiju_Ramen, all of those handles, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, on Facebook. Just look up my name, and you can find a lot of my stuff for Kaiju Conversation, all that good jazz. So thank you guys so much for inviting me on. I've had a lot of fun, and I appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, Michael, you go.
Well, since this is part of Kaiju Collectors, and Monsters with Attitude is part of Kaiju Collectors, so check out, of course, Monster with Attitude on YouTube. If you're not a part of if you're watching this somehow and you're not a part of the Kaiju Collectors group, join that group. It's a fun group of people, for the most part. Anyway, for all things related to other things within Kaiju, check out Kaiju Ramen Media. It's kaijuramenmedia.com. We got issue 10 coming up very, very soon. Issue 9 is almost sold out. I think we may have like 2 copies left of issue 9. Physical copies. You can still buy your digital, but we have issue 10 coming up. We will be revealing issue 11's cover I would say sometime after issue 10 comes out, and it's phenomenal. I actually may or may not have showed these guys already what issue 11's cover looks like, and it looks great. Super blessed to have that coming. And outside of that, not a whole lot going on except for the Power Trip Journey Through the Power Rangers franchise, a podcast that covers Power Rangers and Super Sentai, along with my co-host Nathan.
All right, Joe.
I'm at Married to Kaiju on YouTube. I do have a Facebook group, but I'm kind of stepping away from that a little bit. So mostly just on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, please. It is the rudest, crudest way to see Godzilla, Power Rangers, and other toku unboxed, reviewed, and ultimately collected. And what I mean by that is I don't edit. I don't know how to edit. And I don't have time to learn how to edit. And even if somebody taught me, I wouldn't understand. So, yeah, so it's all one take. It's really rude, crude, old school, but I got a lot of cool shit. So check me out. Subscribe to my channel at Married to Kaiju. And I've had a lot of new subscribers and commenters and all that stuff lately, and it means the world. So thank you, everybody. And thank you guys for having me on. It's always fun to chat it up with you guys.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, Adrian.
Godzilla train.
Of course, I'm on YouTube as a Train 1090. I don't think I have any reviews, actually. I mean, it's a couple more stuff from I got from GFAT. That'll probably be the next review. Of course, check us out here at Monster with Attitude on July 29th. We're talking about Pacific Rim for its 10-year anniversary. Yes, we're a couple weeks late, but we got thrown off schedule, but it is what it is. We're going to talk about it on the 29th. And of course, like Michael said, check out Kaiju Collectors for all things Kaiju Collectibles. What you got, Eric?
All right, and finally, just everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. You know, this was spur of the moment kind of thing. So I think we're just so excited to talk about G-Fest and everything like that. Especially, I just kind of want to get everybody's kind of reactions and stuff, especially for Michael and Adrian. Them being their first time, I really wanted to hear what they thought about everything and stuff like that. Even though, we talked during the week and everything, but I just kind of wanted to share their thoughts with everybody else and stuff like that. What's going on, AJ?
AJ, we missed you at G-Fest, brother.
Yeah, man.
Hey, AJ.
We're definitely repping the shirts. So, But anyways, follow me at Bearded Kaiju Unboxing Reviews on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I also do a podcast, video podcast, I guess you could say. That's kind of like Bearded Kaiju, but I call it the Lowdown. I'll get people together like this and stuff like that. And we'll talk about a certain subject and stuff like that. I haven't done one in a little while and stuff, but definitely, hopefully rectify that since G-Fest is done and everything kind of go back to normal and stuff. So, but yeah, and then also follow us on Monsters with Attitudes on our YouTube. Also with Kaiju Collectors, I'm a moderator there, so definitely do all that fun stuff. It's a great group. We have a great crew over here and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really, really fun. But yeah, other than that, yes, definitely AJ. Hopefully next year, man.
Sure.
And then I'll give a quick shout out to Carrie, my girlfriend. She is 10 years running on the champion for the Kittens Scavenger Hunt. So congratulations, Dave. He made this little note and everything. So I was like, well, I guess I'll. So yeah, there you go. But,
all skill, luck is for dudes.
So yeah, but yeah, I think that's it, everybody.
And jiu-jitsu is for wusses.
Yeah. AKA Don Fry. Said by Don Fry.
Yeah, said by Don Fry.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. It's great, AJ. Thank you.